Did you know that the Roman Empire was not the largest empire in history? That's true. This colossal civilization, stretching from the sunny Mediterranean to the chilly British Isles, was a powerhouse of the ancient world. Yet, it wasn't the largest. It's astonishing, isn't it? The Roman Empire, with its groundbreaking laws, monumental architecture, and intricate societal structures, has left an indelible mark on human history. So if the Roman Empire wasn't the largest, then what secrets does it hold? Let's delve into some unknown facts about the Roman Empire. Now let's begin with our journey into the past, starting with some lesser-known facts about Rome. Fact 1. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it wasn't built by Romans either. The city of Rome was actually founded in 753 BC by its first king, Romulus. He murdered his brother Remus and became the sole ruler, and thus Rome got its name. Moving on to fact 2, the iconic architectural style of Rome was not purely Roman. The Romans were greatly influenced by the Greeks and the Etruscans. The famous Roman arches we admire today were initially developed by the Etruscans, and the Romans merely perfected them. Fact 3, the iconic Colosseum that stands as a symbol of Roman grandeur wasn't built until 80 AD. That's almost 8 centuries after the city's founding. Known as the Flavian Amphitheater, it was mainly used for gladiatorial contests, animal hunts, and spectacles that simulated sea battles. Fact 4, the Romans had a rather unique way of choosing their emperors. Unlike today's democratic process, Roman emperors were not elected. They were usually chosen by their predecessors or seized power by force. The title of emperor was not always hereditary. Fact 5, Rome was home to some of the most famous and infamous emperors in history. From the wise and just Marcus Aurelius to the notorious Nero, who is often blamed for setting Rome on fire, the city saw a wide array of rulers. Finally, fact 6. The Roman Empire was not just Rome. It was an expansive state that at its peak included territories in Europe, Africa, and Asia. This made it one of the largest empires in history, with an estimated population of 60 to 70 million inhabitants. These initial facts already provide a glimpse into the fascinating world of the Roman Empire. But there's so much more to explore. Continuing our journey, let's uncover more hidden truths about this grand empire. Fact 7, the Romans were quite the foodies. Their love for exotic dishes knew no bounds. Ever heard of flamingo tongues? Or how about dormice? Yes, these were considered delicacies in Roman times. Moving on to fact 8, the Romans were also skilled engineers. They developed an intricate system of roads and highways, some of which are still in use today. These roads spanned a staggering 50,000 miles connecting various parts of the empire. Fact 9, the Romans loved their baths. These were not just places for hygiene, but social centers where people gathered to relax and gossip. Some bathhouses were so grand they included libraries, gardens, and even restaurants. For our 10th fact, did you know that Romans were fashion-forward? They introduced different clothing styles for different occasions. A toga, for instance, was worn for formal events. Fact 11, the Romans had a unique way of dealing with their criminals. They would often use them as gladiators, turning their punishment into a public spectacle. Fact 12, the Romans were pioneers of apartment living. Called insulae, these structures could house up to 200 people. It was not uncommon for entire families to live in a single room. Lastly, fact 13, the Romans valued education. Wealthy children had their personal tutors, while others attended public schools. They studied a wide range of subjects, from literature to mathematics. These facts give us an idea of how the Romans lived their lives. But what about their military prowess? Now let's move on to the Roman military, a force that was feared across the ancient world. Fact 14. The Roman military was divided into units called legions. Each legion was made up of around 5,000 soldiers, known as legionaries. These legions were further divided into centuries, each led by a centurion, a military officer who often rose through the ranks due to merit, not nobility. Fact 15. The Romans were strategic geniuses. They developed the testudo, or tortoise formation, where soldiers would align their shields to create a protective shell. This formation was particularly useful during sieges, protecting the soldiers from arrows and other projectiles. Fact 16. The Roman military was not just about combat. Soldiers were also engineers, building roads, walls, and fortifications. The roads they constructed were so well made, some are still in use today. Now that's an enduring legacy! Moving on to fact 17. One of the most famous battles in Roman history is the Battle of Cannae in 216 BC. In this battle, the Carthaginian general Hannibal defeated a significantly larger Roman army through a tactical maneuver known as the double envelopment. Fact 18. the Roman military was always evolving. They borrowed and adapted weapons, armor, and techniques from the people they conquered. This ability to learn and adapt was a key factor in their military success. Fact 19. The Romans were the first to use a professional standing army. This meant that their soldiers were full-time, paid professionals, not citizen militia or mercenaries. This professional army was one of the reasons Rome was able to maintain control over such a vast empire. Finally, fact 20. The Roman military was not invincible. Despite their strength and strategies, they suffered significant defeats. The Battle of Teutoburg Forest in 9 AD was a devastating loss, where 3 Roman legions were wiped out by Germanic tribes. The Roman military was indeed a formidable force. But what about the downfall of this great empire? Every empire has its rise and fall. The Roman Empire was no exception. Its decline and fall are as fascinating as its rise, filled with intrigue, power struggles, and invasions. Let's dive into the final 7 facts of our journey through the Roman Empire. Fact 21. Did you know that the Roman Empire didn't fall in a day? Despite the famous saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, it also didn't fall in a day. The decline was a gradual process that happened over several centuries, marked by internal decay, economic crisis, and the constant threat of barbarian invasions. Moving on to fact 22. One of the reasons for the fall of the empire was the frequent changes in leadership. In the 3rd century alone, Rome had more than 25 emperors. This instability weakened the empire from within, making it vulnerable to external threats. Fact 23. The Romans had a unique way of dealing with financial crises. They would simply devalue their currency by reducing the silver content in coins. This led to rampant inflation and further destabilized the economy. Fact 24. The fall of the Western Roman Empire didn't signify the end of the Roman Empire altogether. Its eastern part, known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive for another 1,000 years, preserving much of the Roman law, culture, and tradition. Fact 25. The Roman Empire's legal system has greatly influenced the modern world. Many legal concepts that we use today, such as innocent until proven guilty, have their roots in Roman law. Fact 26. Latin, the language of the Romans, has had a profound impact on many modern languages. Languages like Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Romanian all have Latin roots. And finally, fact 27, the Roman Empire's architectural marvels, such as the Colosseum and the aqueducts, continue to inspire modern architects and engineers. They stand as a testament to the empire's grandeur and technological prowess. And so, the mighty Roman Empire fell. But its legacy continues to influence our world today. So there you have it, 27 lesser-known facts about the Roman Empire. We've journeyed through time, unveiling the unique aspects of this ancient civilization that have often been overlooked. We've explored everything from their architectural prowess and military strategies to their societal structure and cultural customs. In our exploration, we've discovered that the Roman Empire was not just a political and military powerhouse, but also a melting pot of cultures, a cradle of innovation, and a beacon of progression. Each fact we delved into paints a rich and intricate picture of a society that left an indelible mark on the course of human history. These facts remind us of the immense influence the Roman Empire had on the world. Its legacy can be seen in our modern legal systems, architectural designs, languages, and so much more. It's a testament to the fact that understanding our past is crucial to navigating our present and shaping our future. Before we close this chapter, let's remember that history is not just about dates and places. It's about people, their stories, their triumphs, and their failures. It's about learning from the past to inform the present and inspire the future. Remember, history is full of surprises. So keep exploring, keep learning. Before we wrap up, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and leave a comment below with any other unknown facts about the Roman Empire that you know. Thanks for watching.